Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, so it is weigh-in and meeting topic day. It was a good week. Now, I'm going to say, when I am under stress, I am a stress exerciser and a stress non-eater. I do not turn to food because if I was a stress eater and I turn to food, it's just going to put more stress on me because I know I'm not doing what's right for my body, what's right for my health. So I did not eat a whole lot since Sunday night. I am not going to lie. I did not eat a whole lot at all. So I think my first proper meal was probably last night. It's just what I do when I'm stressed and nervous and worried and all that. But I had a fantastic week before Monday. So Monday and Tuesday were my only bad days where I really didn't nourish my body the way I should be. But before that, it was a very good week, very good week. With that, I lost 3.2 pounds this week. Yeah, that's a huge loss for me. Was it a perfect loss? No, because I did not eat a whole lot. I did not eat my calories. I did not eat my points. But we're moving forward, and that's all that matters. So I was down 3.2 this week. I will take it. It is what it is. We'll see what next week brings. But that brings us to this week's topic. Sorry, I need tea this morning. Always need tea or coffee if you're a coffee drinker. This week's topic is definitely a recycled topic. I mean, there's only so many things that WW can talk about on a weekly basis, and it's how to be kinder to yourself. And honestly, I thought that was pretty good for me this week because I was, this past couple of years, we have really focused on our health, not necessarily our weight loss, but our health, eating the right foods, eating the whole foods, the good foods, and, really fueling our bodies and making sure we get in enough calories and all that. Well, these last 2 days, we still ate the good foods because that's all that we have, but I was not good with getting my calories in and things like that. I was exercising too much, not eating enough, and I know that. And then this topic pops up about being kinder to yourself. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. We all go through ups and downs. And no matter if you're up or no matter if you're down, you need to be kind to yourself and know that it's a temporary thing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not beating myself up over not nourishing my body the way I should have over the last 2 days. But I'm going to work on that. So it says, do your inner bullies come out whenever you hit a setback or face a challenge? Learn to invite in a more compassionate voice instead and get it to stick around for good. Try this. Think about the times you or your loved ones have struggled. Right now. List the kind words or encouraging phrases they say to you or you say to them. Think about it. If your spouse or your child or your best friend or your sister or your brother or your aunt, if they're struggling, are you telling them, look, you're a loser. You just need to get your act together and you need to figure this out? No, you're not. You're telling them to breathe. You're telling them to take their time. You're telling them to think about the positive. You're telling them to be grateful for what, has happened and things like that. That's what you're telling them. Why can't you tell yourself that? Why can't we give ourselves a little grace? Because it's hard. And I'm all about tough love, so it's really hard for me. And then they show some phrases and they say, these are phrases that you could have written down that you said to other people. You've got this, keep going, you are strong, I believe in you, this won't break you. Circle the phrases that might feel most comforting during tough times. Pick out the ones that you say to other people that can benefit you the most. And post one or more of the circled statements where you will see it regularly. When you spot it on your mirror, on your scale, on your coffee maker or whatever, say the words to yourself. But not only say the words to yourself, believe them. Believe them. You are worthy. You are worthy of this. This is hard. We're switching to weight loss now. We're going to focus on that. Weight loss is hard. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're at in your journey, or what you are doing to get healthy and to lose the weight. It's hard. Know that. Some people may make it look easy. Honestly, if you look back at my journey, I made it look easy. I had losses every week. I rarely gained. And I mean, I lost 65 pounds in 9 months. People look at that and go, really? I guess it was easy. It wasn't easy. I was ready. I was in the right mindset. I was focused. That's why it looked easy. People don't know what you're going through inside. People don't know what you're going through on a daily basis. So sometimes it looks easy and it's not. So just remember that your journey is going to be different and it's hard. But you know what? We can do hard things. And in doing those hard things, we need to remember to be kind to ourselves. It's not going to go perfect. And if you start beating yourself up for every little mistake, every little miscue, every little brownie that shouldn't have gone into your mouth, you're going to get bitter. Now, on the other hand with that, you can't sit there and shove your face full of brownies and chips and cookies and whatever and go, it's okay. I'm going to give myself grace. I ate 4 brownies. It's okay. I'm going to be kind to myself and give myself grace. And then the next day, you're still in that mindset and you eat half a pie. That's okay. I'm going to give myself grace. We take an inch. Sometimes we take a yard. That's where you have to put the brakes on. You can still be kind to yourself, but not overly kind. Sometimes you need to give yourself a little tough love, and you know I'm all about the tough love. You have to say, stop. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And is this really being kind to myself? Is eating 6 brownies being kind to myself? Is eating an entire Hershey bar being kind to myself? No, it's really not. You may feel like it is emotionally, but it's not. It's not good for anyone. So you may be telling yourself you're being kind, but you're not. And I know, you can always start over. Every day is a fresh new start. But if you consider every day a fresh new start, you're never going to start and stick with it. You had a really bad day today. Okay, tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow I'm good. You have a bad day again. That's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And yes, it is. But at some point you have to rein it in. And that's being kind to yourself too. Not beat yourself up, just rein it in. And tell yourself, why am I doing this? I'm doing this for my health. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my family. Whatever it is. Whatever it is you're doing this for. And everybody is different. And it doesn't matter if you're doing it to look good in a bikini. Nope. Your reasons don't matter. Your reasons only matter to you. So don't ever let anyone say, well, you're just being, vain, or you're just being this, or you're just being like, don't matter. Whatever your reason is to lose weight and get healthy, then that's all that matters. And you need to remember that, and you need to be kind to yourself about that. So never judge yourself for why you're doing this. Okay, a little off topic there. Okay, let's dive a little deeper. If your default thoughts about your journey tend to be more drill sergeant, yeah, I know, than supportive friend, then 10 hut, it's normal. Sometimes self-criticism is so automatic, we don't even realize it's happening. But whether you went over budget, skipped a workout, or feel like giving up, tough love isn't the answer. Okay, I need a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I know WW is saying no tough love. It's what works for me. So it doesn't have to work for you, and that's okay. Maybe you need to be coddled. Maybe you need to be told every single day, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, when really it's not. Everybody's different. For me, tough love is the answer. I give myself grace. Don't think I beat myself up. I don't. I give myself grace. I give you grace. But I'm also going to give you tough love because sometimes we just need it. Sometimes you need to hear from someone else that, you know what, you're self-sabotaging. You do not need that extra brownie. You do not need to go through that drive-through. You do not need a 15-point coffee. You do not need whatever on a daily. Sometimes you need that 15-point coffee, and that's okay, but you don't need it on the daily. So that's where the tough love comes in. But I want to focus on the love, not the tough. I give tough love because I care. I care about your journey. I care about your health. I care about your goals. And that's why I give the tough love. So sorry, WW. I disagree. What is just the love? And with a little practice, and yes, some time, self-compassion can become more of a natural reaction. It is a proven, powerful tool for making meaningful changes. It is self-compassion and self-love. But unless you put the little bit of tough in there, you might not do it. Every day may be a start over. Every day, every day, every day. And we can't start over and start over and start over without advancing because you're just running on a treadmill that way. That's how you can look at starting over every day, is running on a treadmill. You're going, you're going, you're going, but you're not getting anywhere. So you need to get somewhere. One day at a time. One meal at a time. One meal at a time. You wake up, you're going to have a great breakfast. You are going to spend, 5 points on breakfast. You are going to have a healthy, balanced breakfast. You're going to get some good fat in there. You are going to get some whole grains in there. You're going to get some protein in there. You're going to eat good, whole foods. You're going to have a healthy breakfast. And you did. And that's fantastic. And now you're going to focus on lunch. Because guess what? If you eat that healthy breakfast, if you eat that nutrient-dense breakfast, you're not going to need a snack. You're only going to need a snack because you're used to snacking and you just want to eat. Yep. Wait till lunch. And then plan a good lunch. And then wait till dinner. And then plan a good dinner. I mean, that is the question I get all the time when I show my full days of eating. You don't snack? I don't. And if I do feel like I need to snack, it's fruits and veggies. But honestly, I don't. Number one, I keep busy. When you're busy, you're not thinking about food. Number two, I eat good, whole, nutrient-dense food that keeps me full. I'm getting that good fat in. I'm getting, the good carbs in. I'm getting the protein in. When you eat good food, it keeps you full. If you are eating foods that are mostly made up of chemicals and byproducts and fillers, that is not keeping you full. If you're making all the TikTok hacks and all the diet hacks and, this cake and that cake, it's not keeping you full. It's not. It's empty calories. You might make yourself feel better by saying, well, I added protein powder. It's still a cake. It's still not a lot of nutrition. Guys, I can't even stress enough. When you get that nutrition in, your whole mind shift switches on your eating. You want to eat for health. You want to eat for fuel. You really do. Just try it for a week. Off topic again. Back to the topic. Start by repeating one kind phrase often, if you're struggling on your journey or not. This simple behavior can create a new pattern of thinking that will begin to help silence unhelpful and harsh self-talk, boost your confidence and motivation, and ultimately fuel your success. Repeat that phrase. I can do this today. Just one day. I can do it for one day. I can stay on plan for one day. Tell yourself that. If you can't, tell yourself you can stay on plan for one meal and have that success. And then for the next meal, I can stay on plan for this meal. I can. I did it for breakfast. I can do it for lunch. And then do it. Then when dinner time rolls around, you can do it again. And then guess what? After dinner, kitchen closed. Kitchen closed. And then the next morning, you're going to say, you know what? I rocked it yesterday, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep my streak going. You need to build on those good affirmations. I can do it. I did it once. I can do it again. I did it once. I can do it again. Most of us say that when we lose all the weight and then we gain it back and we have to lose it again. And we say, well, I did it once, I can do it again. You can, but it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder. If you're doing it, just stick to it. Trust me, it's easier than having to repeat it. I learned the hard way with a lot of things. You know, back when I started my journey, I thought I could live the rest of my life eating reduced fat and no fat dairy and a lot of chicken and a lot of poultry and a lot of sugar-free and hacks and all that. And then I learned I couldn't. I learned I was not nourishing my body. I learned, I wasn't enjoying what I was eating. I learned I like butter a lot. But guess what? When I needed 2 tablespoons of the light butter, I only need a teaspoon of the real stuff. Yep. When I started researching ingredients, seed oils and fillers and emulsifiers and things like that, and endocrine disruptors and dyes and flavorings, it hit me that, you know what, I'm not doing myself any favors for the long run. I may have lost the weight, but am I truly getting healthy? That was a huge milestone for me. Huge. Am I perfect? Am I ever going to be? Nope, but I'm a whole lot better. I used to subscribe to 80-20. Then I kind of went to 85-15, 90-10. Now I think we're pretty much at 95-5. Yep. Do I beat myself up when I have that special splurge, that special treat? No, I don't. Because I know the other 95% of the time, I'm doing it right. So I don't give myself the negative self-talk if we go to Chick-fil-A. I have a relative who is a holistic health coach. She is wonderful. She is wonderful. But she allows herself a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap once a year. She knows it's crap, but she loves it. And 95% of the time, she's eating healthy. Like she said, she has it once a year. She enjoys it completely. She saves it for when she really wants it. She eats it, and that's good. She's over it. She doesn't beat herself up, and she doesn't dwell on it. She eats it, and she moves on. And the next day, she detoxes her body. So no matter where you are on your journey, you can give yourself some self-love, some kindness, and some grace. Like I said, you just have to reel it in. Take the inch, not the yard. So the last thing they say is 3 fast facts. Responding to a setback with self-criticism can fuel the setback, making it more difficult to move past it. If you have that splurge and then you get upset with yourself, you're like, well, what does it matter? I had the splurge. You know what? I'm just going to eat it again. I'm just going to go out again. I'm just going to drive through again. I'm just going to have this again because you know, I screwed up once, I'll be screwing up again, so why not just screw up now? I messed it all up. No, start over. But you can't do it every day. Start over and make it stick. You're going to screw up again, but you might not screw up for 5, 6, 7 days. So you had 5, 6, 7 good days. You had 5, 6, 7 days where you were doing what was right, and then boom, it happens. But you reeled it in before, so you can reel it in again. Don't let one bad meal turn into a bad day. Don't let one bad day turn into a bad week. Don't let a bad week turn into a bad month. Reel it in. And then it says, treating ourselves with compassion can increase our motivation to get up and try again. Yep. You did it, you move on. You move on. But you look back and you remember how you felt. You didn't feel great. You didn't probably feel great physically because you ate crap. You didn't feel great mentally because you knew it wasn't on plan. And you probably didn't feel good emotionally. So remember those feelings the next time you want to do that. If it is a planned thing, like, you know, my niece's Taco Bell, that's okay. There's no guilt there. It was planned. And it was once. And even if you do it 3 times a year, plan it, enjoy it, and move on and go back to doing what you're supposed to do. Number 3, we have the power to change our self-critical thoughts to more compassionate ones. I think a little criticism is good for yourself along the way because you know I love the tough love, but love is the key word there. You have to love yourself to give yourself some grace. You have to love yourself to give yourself the criticism that you need, because sometimes we need that. We can't all be told life is wonderful and life is roses when sometimes it's not. We need to learn to deal with it. And we need to move on from it. And we learn by giving ourselves a little bit of grace. Just not too much. So that is it, my friends. That is my weigh in down 3.2. But like I said, maybe not in the best way. We'll see what next week brings. And that is the weekly topic. I know I was a little bit scattered and all over the place. I'm still kind of trying to get my head back. So that is it. That is all I have for you today. A little bit of grace, not a lot. An inch, not a yard, I should say. We can do this. I'm here. Reach out to me if you need the tough love. I'm not so great at the coddling. I'm better at the tough love. But if you need a little coddling, I'll do that too. I can try. So thank you so much. I know this was way too long. I know it was, but we're chatting. Have a great week. Reel it in. Be kind to yourself, but also be a little tough on yourself because we all need that. I will leave a couple videos linked here with a little bit of tough love inspiration, and have a fantastic week. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you think anybody could use it. And I will see you all in my next video.